Well, he's turned his life into an inspiration and is trying to help others. With me today to tell us more about his life and what he's doing in the community and to inspire you at home right now, we've got Tim Wurster. He's a social worker and a speaker locally in the community. And thanks very much for coming.
Thank you.
All right, so tragedy kind of hit, an impaired driving crash, and it got you in this situation, living in the wheelchair. Tell us some background and how this happened.
Okay, well, I'm from Salina, and what we would do as kids is we'd always go uptown, you know, on a Friday or Saturday night. It was a Memorial Day weekend, 1985, and I talked to a couple friends, and I went down to my brother's, and I had another brother also that came, so there was three of us, and we had a small get-together, and three guys came by, and me and Troy happened to get into the car with them. And what I tell people is, not only is it physical, you know, with being in a severe car crash, but it's mentally and psychological draining. But what happened was he was doing 120 miles an hour on the way back in.
Wow.
And my brother Troy was crushed to death. And I mean, that's tough enough to deal with, you know, but
right.
I broke my back in 2 places, broke my neck, broke my left arm in 2 places. And what I tell people is, at first, you just want to live, you know what I mean? And then you realize there's a long road ahead, and it'll be 30 years, you know, May 26th, and there's just
That's still hard to get over, isn't it?
It is. I mean, even to this day, I think of it every day of my life.
Right.
And I'm trying to be a positive person, you know what I mean? But there's just things that claw at you every day, you know what I mean? Just different things, like with parking. Everywhere you go, you got to find out if, you know, if it's wheelchair accessible, or, you know, restrooms. You just have to plan everything. So
right.
What I say is the obstacles is, you know, number one is you want to be a person, you know, you want to be treated like just a normal person. But there's just so many obstacles. And that's why I try to make it positive. You know, everything I do, I try to make positive. But just like even with working, you know, it's hard to work a full-time job when you have so many different issues come up. And the only thing I ask for is respect, you know, and I try to give respect to earn it, you know, and just a lot of different obstacles. Everything has to be planned, you know what I mean? I always try to be places early to make sure that
you have time to get where you're going.
Get in. I try to look as nice as possible, and, you know, it's been 29 years, and it's a family issue too, you know, with my parents. Without them, I would be nowhere.
Right.
And it's just it's an up and down thing, you know. I try to be as productive as possible every day of my life.